you guys. The cameras are difficult. I know, technology. But yeah, so it is very good to be here in Wakefield. Anybody here from Wakefield?
No.
None of you? I'm the only one with this accent? This doesn't add up. Come on. So I do live here in Wakefield, so it is very good to be here in Wakefield. Because my house is only a mile away. You know how far I gotta go to some places to go get some mic time? Yeah, some crazy stuff. Just last week, I was going over to Huddersfield. And lately we've had massive transport improvements with Huddersfield. Like you can actually get a direct train from Kirkgate. It's only 20 minutes. You don't have to go through Leeds. It's pretty sweet. There's nobody on it, so I'm really terrified they're gonna cancel this, but you know. Anyway, so I've been going over there, and it's been doing pretty awesome. The thing is that to get there, because it's at Kirkgate, I gotta go to a bus stop. Anybody here like the bus? Yeah, nobody really likes the bus anyway. And I'm American, I really don't like the bus. The bus is where you get stabbed. But I lived in Milwaukee, it's dangerous. But yeah, so despite my discrimination against the bus, I've been taking it more and more because it's been convenient-ish. And the problem is that I happen to live very close to a school. Any of you guys ever been to a bus stop when school's getting out? I don't know, there's like 40 feral teenagers out there. I'm talking like 13-year-olds. It's dangerous. I'm like, I'm gonna get pickpocketed. They're pickpocketed, not for money, for my vape. But yeah, so they have been pretty awful lately, and I guess the school has noticed this because they've been putting people out to monitor them. So they got these pink jackets on. I was like, that's a weird color to wear for roadworks. Took me a little while. Figured out they apparently worked for the school. But yeah, so they're out there to make sure these kids aren't vaping. Which is a very good idea. I'm very much in favor of that. These kids should not be vaping. Problem was, I was vaping. I wasn't under the cover thing or anything. I think that's completely legit. But anyway, so one of these monitors sees me and thinks I'm one of the kids. She comes up, and she's like, starts lecturing me on how I'm ruining my life and how I gotta stop vaping and all this stuff. I'm like, I'm a grown-up? She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, I didn't realize you were a real person. I'm like, huh? Like, what kind of message is this sending to these kids, lady? These aren't real people? I mean, I don't know how it is in Britain, but I'm American. I was taught from, like, kindergarten that we could all be president. That's been panning out great lately, hasn't it? Also, it's not true. You can't just tell every class of 40 children in America that any of them can be president. It's just not true. I mean, they weren't like Rishi Sunak or something. It's like going to Eton. Anyway, so I'm, talking to this woman, and she's like, yeah, you're a real person. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Really don't feel like it. But she's like, you can skip the queue. I'm like, again, I don't know what kind of message this is sending to these children. Like, somehow I'm a VIP just because I'm older than them? I'm also, like, running a little late, though. Like, yeah, I am benefiting from this. I'm totally going to do it. So I go up to the front, and there's all these elderly people up there, and me. And I don't think they like me vaping much either, but, that's just the reality of life, isn't it? So I get on the bus, and I'm a little bit early for that train to Huddersfield. And I do actually need a vape. This is why I wasn't so worried about them pickpocketing it, because it was actually almost out anyway. Yeah, a kid's gonna get like 4 puffs off it. Probably not gonna ruin their life. Not like those cigarette machines in Germany when I was 16, right? But yeah, so I popped into this Polish shop. It's just a few blocks away from here. Pop into this Polish shop. And I order the vape or whatever, have the vape up there. And the guy behind the counter, he is like, I'm gonna need to see some ID. I'm like, come on, on, this is not happening twice in one day. I look like a grown-up, don't I? Do I not? I mean, I'm questioning it too. I never get carded, and how is this, like, not even twice in the same day, twice within, like, a half an hour. But yeah, so I start digging around in my purse, pull out my American passport, and not even the real one, the expired emergency one, because I couldn't even find the real one. This one is it's on paper, it looks fake. But the guy just sees United States of America and the blue cover. He's like, oh wow, America, what are you doing in this Polish shop in Wakefield? And at this point, I'm just smashing my head, like, what the heck is going on with this day? Because I actually used to live in freaking Poland. Like, for years, in multiple places. I very frequently am in Polish shops, buying actual Polish items. I read Polish. I know, well, I don't know enough Polish, but my Polish could be better. But I know quite a bit of Polish. And so I'm lecturing this guy on this. I'm just like, why wouldn't I be in here? And then out of nowhere, I'm also like, you guys also frequently have Romanian products? I live there too. Do you have any of those Marchișoara? The little trinkets you wear in March for good luck. I've been looking everywhere for one of those. And he just looks at me like I'm from freaking Mars. And he's just like, all the Romanian stuff is over there. And he points at all this food. Yeah, it's a bracelet. It's not going to be food, too. So I finally escaped the Polish shop. And I'm already questioning my life choices. But, I do live in Wakefield, so, we do that a lot here, don't we? Yeah, so I was living in Romania when I met my partner, and he had the house here in Wakefield. And we actually met at a conference in Poland, so I guess that joins everything together, doesn't it? But yeah, he wanted me to come visit. So like, okay, I will. Where is it? It's like, well, look at a map, Jen. You have a master's degree, you're not that stupid. So I pull up the map. I'm like, oh, that's cute, it's in the middle. So Jen, don't ever say it's in the middle. They will hurt you. Like, it was not in the middle, it's in the geographic middle. Like, the actual geographic middle is like slightly closer to Barnsley, but not much. It's like, technically that's true. Depends on how you count it. And he's also like, but we're not in the middle. Like, so where is it then? If it's not in the middle. He says, oh, well, it's the north. I'm like, not checking out with the map exactly, but I'll bite. So where does the north start? Yeah, he says, that's a real complicated question that I wish you had never asked. I said, okay, well, simplify it. Oh, that's not easy either. But he said, your friend Alex that lives in Birmingham. I said, yeah. Some people think Alex lives in the north. I'm like, yeah, I'm not buying that. It's over in it's kind of almost the corner. If there weren't that long bit with Cornwall and Devon on it, it would be in a corner practically. It's like, well, some people think it's the north. Some people think anything outside the M25 is the north. I said, even Brighton? I said, even Brighton. So yeah, I really had to scratch my head around all of that quite a bit. But, I've been here for a while now. I definitely know we're in the north. Don't worry, I figured it out. And I'm definitely proud to be in the north. I got with the program. But yeah, one thing that did always puzzle me though. So what's Wakefield most famous for, guys?
Prison.
You're not supposed to do prison that quick, but yeah, prison. I like hearing rhubarb, come on guys. No, it is the prison. The correct answer is definitely the prison. And I did always find it rather curious that they thought the best place to put the prison was right in the middle. It's really brilliant for escape possibilities, isn't it? You can be in London in 2 hours. You can be in Edinburgh in 3 hours. right on the East Coast Main Line. You can look into the prison yard from the train station. I'm sure, that's perfectly reasonable though. If anybody did manage to escape, they got them orange barriers at Westgate, a block from the prison. Those are definitely gonna stop them. I've never, ever seen anyone evade those orange ticket barriers, ever. I've definitely never seen them get out to the platform, through the Costa, entirely evading the system. Just wouldn't happen. But if they did get out there, those LNER conductors, those guys are so well compensated and happy about their jobs. There definitely haven't been any strikes lately or anything. They are definitely going to be thrilled to risk their lives going into one of them bathrooms and wrangling a serial killer out of it. I mean, they would definitely manage to do this before the train gets to Peterborough, you know what I'm saying? It's a completely foolproof system they got. So I think that's all I got for tonight, because I don't really want to depress everybody with my wedding dress story. So, anyway, yeah, that's all for me.
Brickner-Wheatley. Just watching